The remains of Nigerian first female combat helicopter pilot Tolulope AROTILE have been buried amidst tributes at the military cemetery in Abuja. She was accorded in full military honor as the hierarchy of Nigerian military, led by Chief of Defense Staff General Abayomi Olonishakin, paid last respects. In his sermon, the officiating chaplain urged the bereaved family to get strong and take solace in the fact that the fallen heroine lived a life that made them and the nation proud. He also criticized Nigerian successive administrations for not placing the high premium of value on young men and women who are found to serve the country at the peak of patriotism, dedication, and commitment.
Young children, adults, men and women that will have fought our society of evil and all forms of vices we are struggling with. No wonder, right from childhood, this young girl never thought of anything but taking the challenge when men are afraid to say, look, I'm going to take not only the service, not only flying, but I want to fight evil from the air. And she's no more. The questions, who takes over?
Among those paying the last respects to the fighter helicopter is the governor of our state. Others include the Chief of Defense Staff, the Chief of Air Staff, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, and the Minister of Women Affairs, who alongside the Air Chief winged the young pilot on the 15th of October 2019. In grief, the AROTILEs paid their last respect in the absence of their parents, who according to tradition are not allowed to witness the burial of their daughter.
She always prayed for herself, family, friends, and even people she barely knew. She was a determined, hardworking, godly, and extremely focused person in everything she did.
The Chief of the Air Staff described the female combat helicopter pilot as a mentee who didn't live long enough to fulfill her dreams.
I must confess that even at this moment, the Nigerian Air Force is still in palpable shock and grief on this loss, because it is the loss of a mentee whom the Nigerian Air Force has so much confidence in, and our expectations have been cut short.
A 21-gun salute was accorded to the slain late flying officer before her remains were buried at the National Military Cemetery, as scores of colleagues, including family members, bid tearful adieu. Remains of the first female Nigerian combat helicopter pilot, which arrived the cemetery at exactly 8:38 a.m., were lowered into the grave at exactly 11:05 a.m. Flying officer Tolulope AROTILE was winged as the first ever female combat helicopter pilot in the Nigerian Air Force on the 15th of October 2019, after completing her flying training in South Africa, where she earned a commercial pilot's license. She also undertook tactical flying training on Augusta 109 power attack helicopter in Italy. Until her death, she earned the name Bandit Slayer due to her role in the special operation against banditry in the country. Kike Lomo Okeri, TV News, Abuja.